Hi, I'm Sean from Zaxby. Thank you for joining us to find out more about our CONFIGR8 pack system and our POV harness, our point of view action camera mount harness. The POV harness comes with our 9-position ladder lock system. That just gives you full adjustment of the harness when you're attaching it to a backpack, making sure you get a perfect fit. It's made from 1680 denier nylon. It has hose loops and also has a nylon loop there, letting you attach things such as universal pockets for GPSs or EPIRBs, that type of thing. Has a pre-molded mount plate, just making sure that you get a perfect shape, contour fit and get complete stability out of the camera. Has a CNC alloy universal Gopro style of mount plate there. That lets you use a whole lot of different attachments and cameras that you fit onto that type of thing now. If you have a different camera or you're just not wanting to use that mount, there is a screw at the back here just letting you remove that mount plate. Once you've removed that, you just left with the black flat surface there of the plastic, and you can attach any other elements that you like onto that. We've already pre-pitched the camera mount at 20 degrees. It's been pitched back so that when you're leaning forward in the attack position, that your camera's not going to be shooting in the tank. You can actually tilt that camera right back. If you don't have that, quite often the actual camera housing can tilt back into it and give you limited adjustability. So that makes sure you're still getting a perfect footage position off the camera. What we'll do is we'll connect this up to a backpack. I'll connect this just to our sprint pack rather. This is our entry-level pack. It's a smaller one, and all our packs come with a standard harness system. When we're talking about the harness, we are in this case talking about the actual shoulder harness, but it also has a waist belt, and that waist belt can be removed when you want to configure something such as a matrix tool pack into that, or if you're obviously attaching in the other elements, that's when that waist belt comes off. In this case, that won't need to come off. We just need to remove the shoulder harness. I'll show you how we do that. We just remove the hydration hose. Once you've remove the hydration hose, we just need to get access to the ladder lock system. That sits under the back panel here on the backpack. Once we've taken that off, that'll expose the pack shield. The pack shield is on the inside here. Remove the pack shield, you can now see the ladder lock system itself. So you've got the 9 positions. This is already on the position 5, so when we reattach the Gopro harness or the POV harness, we're just going to use that similar position, and that'll be a fairly good fit to start with. Once they've removed, we're just going to do the reverse. We just attach the Gopro harness in the reverse order. So you're just feeding through the ladder lock strap through the top of the access port here. When you're feeding that through, just make sure that it goes under the retaining bar. You've got the retaining pin and the retaining bar. Pass that under that retaining bar, as you can see there. Feeding it over the pin. As I said, we're going to use the number 5 position. That'll just allow us to be fairly close for a comfortable fit straight up. Do the same on the other side. Again, just feeding that through the top access port. All the elements attach much the same way here, just feeding those through by removing one and the other. Again, I'm just going to start this side on 5. Put the pack shield back in. You don't need to run the pack shield if you don't want to. If you want to lighten it up, or if you're using mountain biking, you don't necessarily want to have as heavy a back or as much protection, but the pack shield itself just gives you really good airflow on the back paneling. It stops the bulging of the bladder, just making the pack fit and sit much nicer. Once you've attached that up, you've essentially just got really a standard harness. You can see now that once that's all connected up, it looks much the same as you would a conventional harness. Just feed the hose through. Once you've fed it through, there's the elastic one at the top. You don't need to necessarily feed it through there. If you're using something such as that pouch, then obviously you don't need to. In this case, we'll just feed that through. There's no reason why we wouldn't. Once it's all hooked up, you just put that on as you would a conventional backpack. Fit that up. Just cinch it down. You've got the standard straps as you would here on any other style harness, and that's all fitting in nicely now. Once that's all hooked up, then obviously we want to use whatever we're carrying at the time. So in this case, just looking at a camera, just feed that camera on, exactly like that, and you can see there that 20-degree pitch just lets that camera frame come right back, so that when you're leaning forward, you're still getting a nice horizontal shot rather than a beautiful shot of the tank. Other things though you can get, there's a lot of things available for this style of mount. We're just looking here at a LED lighting system. This can be really good for night riding if you need a bit of extra light, particularly if you're going to be working on something or adventure riding, mountain bike riding, caving, whatever you want to use the pack system for. Lots of other accessories that you can attach to this that really come in quite handy. Other things also, and let's face it, cameras take really good footage, video and camera footage. So these cases, they're heavy duty cases, they're readily available through a number of different stores and online. And basically, with that attached, you obviously have access to the back panel here, so if you're using GPS from your phone, that's obviously giving you great access. once you've got the camera rolling, you just tilt that up, and obviously you've got a great position there for that. So lots of these accessories are available. Would love to see what other people use this for, but this camera standard mount is fairly universal across a number of accessories now, so no shortage of things you can attach. If you have any other questions about our POV system or the CONFIGR8 system, please let us know. info@zackspeed.com. Would love to hear from you. Thanks for your time, and we look forward to seeing you next time. In the meantime, ride safe.